What's going on, my peoples? And I go by name the Sorcerer, and I'm now going to be giving you a channeled reading. You will be getting this message tomorrow, the next day, which is going to be the first day of the new month. So I'm currently recording this um, on the 31st at around 3:24 my time. I got this message from around the times of 15:15, and I was just meditating upon what was being told to me. So this is straight the from source, shall we say. So I was thinking, should I do a tarot, or should I just go straight into what's being told to me? So I'm going to just go straight into this. So this is a channeled message. So I feel very much so that for what's to come and what's coming and what's arriving is that you need to firstly allow yourself to receive the blessings. I often feel, and this is what Spirit's telling me, is that you're off, and this is what they're quoting me. You feel as if like your manifestation isn't working. You feel as if this energy of saying, okay, it's gonna come in the next day. I thought it was going to come this week. I thought it was going to come that week. And it's bringing you to an energy of frustration, and it's placing doubts into your mind. What I feel is about to happen is that Spirit is going to give you more messages that one needs to just allow the process to come. Know that there is no expectations of certain dates, and that if you are to receive signs, and if you are to receive the good news, it will come in April. This is something that I feel strongly towards those who have been waiting for the last 2 or so months. There has been some obligations that you've been having to wait from the other person, and in terms of you wanting general change, you need to start thinking that it's not about pivoting, it's about expansion. It's about allowing certain things to happen, and how you want it isn't going to be in an expectations to what you expect it to be like. So when I say a pivot, a change, I feel Spirit's letting you know that it's also an expansion of your thoughts. These thoughts is to let you recognize that there are many ways to receive signs and synchronicities. And this is not just your dreams, this is also in the form of seeing that, for example, you are told, or you're being told by Spirit, that in order for this to happen, you've got to first remove these little doubts, in terms of like allowing your thought to go idle, because that becomes the devil's playground. And when you let things such as that happen, you basically go back into an inverted situation where you're going back to self-doubt, going back to feeling like this is something that you start to self-punish. I'm not good enough, I'm not feeling well. And despite you going through the process of trying to reaffirm, Spirit saying you need to be authentic. If it's hurting, it's hurting. You need to be authentic in the regards that if you say to yourself that you've been wanting this at a certain time, change the mindset, reframe the mind, and knowing that it's for your highest good. It's coming as a blessing. It's coming in the best way possible, because what I feel, especially around Spirit, my guides right now, is letting you know that just because you want it at a specific time doesn't necessarily means that it is good for you. And if you are pushing for this, it is not happening for your best benefit. If you're allowing it to come in divine timing, it will happen for you. I feel, and what I envision, is that there is the energy of contact, and that could be in various situations. This could be a job opportunity, and I know that for those the energy feels very much like it's playing around your heartstrings. So I do feel like there is romance involved in this too. So I'm going to dive into two things in terms of, let me go into the factors of your career. There is a change is about to happen, and what the changes are is that for a long proportionate time in your life, you've been wanting to do, you thought you were doing something that you felt that you were going to do for a couple of years. And that for me feels very much like that's part of your scarcity, and that's part of you letting you know that you may have thought through and through that this could be a security. That's just scarcity. You're covering up scarcity as security. You're there to change and reframe and refit how you are going to go about your your career. I'm also seeing that for those that are in this energy, that you're not using the best of yourself and you're not optimizing that part of you. So for those who are meant to be teachers, or for those who are meant to be speaking or public speaking, or for those who are meant to be more articulate in terms of where they want to go, I feel like you're not doing enough and you know you could do more. There is also a venture where it's scaring you to go into. I'm letting you know that part of this expansion is allowing yourself to be uncomfortable with this. And there's certain uncomfortable truths to where you may feel like you need to retract your energy back. No. Spirit's saying you need to go through it. And you need to go through it because you're about to learn something new about yourself. And this is what you're going to take for your experiences when you're speaking to the right people, such as if you are wanting to be a mentor, a coach, or if you're one to basically bring more guidance and awareness to people. You need to be going through the situation, as you'll be more aware of yourself and you'll be more awakened to give people these knowledge. So trust that things are flowing and things are going to be exactly what is needed for your growth. I'm also seeing for those, especially 1515, 6 6 is about positivity. I always say two sixes in numerology is always positive. So the energy that I feel is for you to be more vocal, because when you add 6 6 is 12. When you simplify it, it's 3. It's about understanding, right, that what is to come, and I got this from 1515, right, is communication. Communication from what, where you're manifesting it from, where you want it to be from. And that could be from a work, that could be from the person that you've been thinking about. You are about to receive it, but spirit is also calling you out on saying, do you actually feel it? Do you actually know it? Do you actually breathe it? Because there are certain things that's part of your subconscious that you need to work on. You need to allow the version of yourself that says that you will, and you got to allow that to flow. And I'm speaking for those that may have had a period of their mindset being a little bit fragile. And this is not essentially to basically call you out on that fragile mind. That's just letting you know that you can really alchemize this vulnerability and saying, you know what, despite all of this, I do still think about it. I do still think that there may be some issues, or there may be some doubt. Spirit is saying that's good. It's good that you're going through this energy, and there may be questioning things, because it's asking is, do you truly want this? How badly do you want it? And does that mean I'm actually ready for it? Is this something that I want? This is something that I need? Or is that something I have to work through? Are my reactions valid because I have triggered off my ego? These are the questions that Spirit is telling me right now. And I'm going to say this: you will get what you manifest. You get what you vibrate. You've been wanting it. But there are certain tower moments that Spirit's saying, you asked for this. You asked for this. You wanted change. You asked for this. And change itself isn't the Hollywood sort of makeover. Change in so many ways has to come from a dark place. Now, what Spirit is now saying to me right now is pretty clear. It's pretty clear. Part of your expansion is having to be ready to start again. And for those who haven't heard this message, or this might be from friends, or this might be from you meditating, or this might be from your guides, you might have a tarot reading, understand that in order for you to have everything, you got to start from nothing. And that's, for example, from work. You might lose a job, but you might gain your dream job. You might have to accept that the person in your life may not want you at this moment in time, but you might have a greater love, or you might have renewed love with them. There are certain energies that you've got to say goodbye to and release to. And that is what Spirit is saying, because there is a proportionate part of you that still doesn't believe in you, that still doesn't believe in that frequency of your own love. So how do you expect a person to love you back in the way you want them to be if you don't love yourself in the way you want it to be? Remember this, all right? I'm going to send you lots of love and light. And that was your channeled message. I go by the name the Sorcerer. Love and light.